Hello, namaste to all. I welcome you all to Divine Healing channel, and today's topic is anxiety. One of the biggest misconceptions of anxiety is that it triggers throughout the body and not the mind. The fight or flight associated with anxiety is the psychological process that triggers throughout the body. And it actually happens so quickly that you don't become conscious of being in fight or flight mode till actually it's happening. The fight or flight response develops a human to warn us the danger and to alert us the precautions to be safe. It is normal and not harmful to experience fight or flight mode in one or other way. But those who are struggling with chronic stress, they are in fight or flight way more often, regardless whether we are in real danger, and which is not good for our health. According to Harvard Human Health Watch, people with anxiety disorder are the greatest risk of many chronic physical problems such as respiratory disorder and heart problems. And on the top of all, anxiety sufferers are at the greatest risk of dying when they are sick. That is said that I am being a light at the end of the darker tunnel. That is why I am making this video. I used to be one of those people who would work anyway and not anxiety let me stop. And while many people will say, oh, that is great, good for you, I will tell you that it wasn't great at all. After all, it got me to exhaustion, and yes, additionally worry from knowing that I was asking more from my body that it was capable of delivering. Actually, anxiety, stress, depression was all adult talk now, which we are seeing more in children too often. And I have seen that children are suffering nowadays more from anxiety, and it is very sad to say that their parents are not willing to accept that their children are going through anxiety. Most of the parents even not support them or even not trying to understand them that what they are going through. And yes, anxiety do exist, and they blame their children for insensitive, not attentive, unproductive, and using more tongue, but not getting into the matter that their child is suffering from something which is called anxiety. Now that world is shifting, lot of energy is shifting throughout Mother Earth, and today's era is different than what I was grown up as a child. Today's era is more about technology, more about the gadgets. Where I grew up in my childhood, it was totally different than what it is right now. Today's scenario is totally changed. Now we have to be on our toe for our children, and children have a lot of on their plate. There's a lot of competition at school as well in different activities. Where we grew up, the competition was not like this. Also, we used to live in joint family where grandparents used to narrate us stories. Also in vacation time, we used to spend a lot of time with all of our cousins, friends and family. But nowadays, we see that there are more nuclear family, and even children do not have time to play and to connect with their friends. So now I'll be sharing few tips for the parents which they can use to help their children dealing with anxiety. Give them time on weekends. Keep your schedule free for your children and try to spend time with your children. Maybe you can go out in a park, maybe you can play some games, or whatever the children like to do with you. Please make sure that you do spend time on weekend with your children. Tell them to write a schedule before going to bed, and this will give 100% result to bring your child out of stress. Teach your child to keep their wardrobe, their surroundings, their study table neat, clean and well organized. Teach them to get up before sunrise. Teach them spirituality, since spirituality brings discipline, love, care, concerns for others. Narrate your childhood events and stories. Narrate your family elders' stories and events. Also talk to them about your grandparents, the way they used to spend time with you and the way they used to tell stories. It will really help them. Narrate them nice, beautiful stories. Draw them towards any act, the act which they really love and like to do. It can be dancing, it can be singing, it can be music, it can be cooking, whatever they are interested. Please support them, since it will help them to come out of stress very fast. Also, you can involve your child when you are cooking. They can come and help you. This will also help them to come out of stress. Ask them to prepare tea or coffee for you. Appreciate your child in front of others. Daily use some loving phrase for your child. And especially do not forget to give him a hug and a kiss. Yes, when you hug your child and when you kiss your child, it makes a lot of difference and it does wonder, believe me, because this is what I am practicing with my own kids. This way the anxiety will go and we all will be happy. So if you practice all this, I am pretty sure that the anxiety and the stress will go away and you all will be very, very happy. Also, make it a point to talk to your children because sometimes they just need to be listened and hear. As a parent, it is very easy for us to go and to give advice, but sometimes they do not need advice. Sometimes they just need your time, and that's why sometimes they do things to draw your attention. So I request to all the parents to please spend some time with your child and do not forget to give him hugs, give him kisses, and make sure to tell them that you love them. I always tell my kids that I love you, and we have a habit before going to sleep I will go and hug them and give a kiss. So now it's a habit for me and my children that before they go to their bed, either they will come to me or I will go to them. I will hug them, I will kiss them, I will say that I really love you and good night. And this really makes a difference in them and in our relationship also. Also, I have seen that not only children but even the young adults are going through anxiety and depression right now. And I am also helping to those who reach out to me, and believe me that in no time they are coming out of anxiety and stress. So the people who really need the help with the anxiety and stress, definitely you guys can reach out to me, and definitely I would love to help you guys and work with you guys. Thank you all of you for coming and watching this video. I hope you guys like this video. I want to say thanks to all who have subscribed to my channel, people who are inspiring to make this video, and people who are helping me to make this video. Thank you all of you. So till I see you next time, I Sangeeta Patel, take care, leave with lots of love, light and angel blessings. Namaste.